Should probably move my face cam down below. Should probably move my face cam down below. All right. Let's see. Didn't look at the charts at all today. Let's see what we got for. Actually, let's stay on this. What happened in the S&P today? Oh, is that a pretty big move? Let me just highlight the New York session. So about. And beside that big move, nothing. Which is to be expected. Gap got filled. Sunday's gap got filled. Actually, let's look at the SPY. Yeah. Alright, let's look at the volume profile for that mini. Okay. Hey, if you're in the chat and you have any questions about what I'm doing, just don't be afraid to leave a question. All right, let's look at what happened overnight. See if it still played off our levels that we normally keep an eye on. So I'm just going to draw the volume profile for overnight, which of course is Sunday coming into today. What did we see? Opens below the POC, smashed right below the value area low. See, this is something that I like to see. Let me show you guys. If my computer wasn't being so laggy. Just going to draw out the value area low for the overnight. Again, this is the mini S&P. Do it to today's close, about 4:15. And I don't know why this is purple. Definitely don't like that. All right, so this line that I just extended out, this is the value area low for the overnight. This is Sunday coming into today's session, Monday, Labor Day, Monday. One thing that I always try to keep an eye on, especially on Mondays where we're looking at Sunday's overnight volume profile, is more importantly, not Friday's trade action, but the overnight. So where did we open in relation to it? Right below the POC, we immediately saw a push down, saw a rally back up. Where did we hit? We hit the overnight POC. Just about so at 29.1850. So we reached here, we rejected, we broke down below VWAP again. So now what I'm looking at is to see if we can go and test this value area low. You know, either we're going to get a bounce there or we're going to get a breakthrough of it. What did we see? We saw a big breakthrough. I'm curious to see what this is. I'm guessing it was a news event because I mean it is Labor Day Monday. Nobody's really trading, but either way, we still saw it play out at our levels. Even if we go down to a 1 minute, I'm sure we could see it even better. What did we do? We crashed down below it. We rallied back up, and we rejected right off of that value area low. That's nice to see. So maybe it's a good sign for this week. Maybe we can see some good technicals. I'm hoping. Um, so yeah, we saw rejection off that. Now we're heading lower. If it wasn't Labor Day Monday, that would have been a beautiful entry for a short here. A strong breakthrough, showing that we have a lot of selling momentum. The second we come back up to test this, most of the time, you wouldn't even really need to see a retest of it. I would like to see a retest just because it is such a large candle. So, like for example, what I mean by that is I'm not going to enter down here, right? Because I mean, where's my stop going to be? It's not going to be way up here. What is that? How many points is that? So 28.95, 2015. So I'm not going to have a 20-point stop, especially on a Monday. So yeah, that would have been a great entry. I didn't watch the markets at all today at open, so obviously I didn't take any trade, but that would have been nice. Got any questions from the chat? Nothing? Anything you guys want to see me look over? I'm a futures trader, but I mean, I mainly stick to the mini S&P and crude oil, but if there's anything you want me to look at in the futures markets, I'll take a look at them for you. But yeah, again, very nice price action here. Even for a Monday. We are heading lower still. Let's look at oil. I didn't look at oil yet. God, my face cam is lagging so bad. What the hell? Give me one sec, guys. Let me try to restart that face cam. 1 second, guys. Be right back. Try to figure out why my cam is lagging so bad. I don't know. Let's see if this helps. Anyways, oil. I did glance at this when I woke up. I saw this big wick here, and I was like, oh, definitely not trading today. Let's see what happens. So draw a line there right at the open for US session. Just draw another line again for close, just for reference, just to see where we are. Looked like a pretty choppy day. I don't even have to draw on volume profile to already figure out what happened. But let's draw it in anyways. So the open at Sunday, draw to prior to today's open, 8:55. What did we see? Actually, let me make this a little clearer. Yeah, that's way too high. See if that helped. Nope, didn't do anything. All right, anyways. So what do we see? So we opened on this first red candle here at 9 o'clock. Shot up. We rejected off that value area high. That's a good, normally, if it wasn't Monday, or Labor Day Monday, I should say, that'd be a great short entry right after that 5-minute close. Even though the value area is pretty small here, I still would have entered just because there's good probability that we're going to break through this value area low. I wouldn't even have to wait for confirmation, which happened here at 9:10. As you can see, we broke right below it and we held. That would have been a good short entry. I'm just curious. Let's just draw this in hypothetically. just because I want to see if we could get a 2-to-1. So we closed. So at 9:10 is when we closed below it, so we would have entered 9:15. Normally I'd have a stop right above, round to the next highest 5, so about 10 ticks. Oh, would have hit it immediately. Yeah, that would have been a great trade. You probably could have even gotten 3-to-1 on that. Again, I didn't take this, just hypothetically. Just curious. Yeah, that would have been a great trade. So if you were, let's see the chat. If you were with me when I just looked over the mini S&P, you saw something very similar to where we immediately broke down below the overnight value area low, and then we went back up to retest it. Here, as you can see, maybe I should draw it out to make it a little clearer. So I'm just going to draw out the value area low and bring it out to today's session. God, OBS really hates me right now. I'm sorry about the lag, guys. That's really bad. Hopefully you can still follow along. Jeez, I can't even try. Stick with me, guys. I promise this still got value, even though this is very mediocre right now. Okay, so similar, like I said, if you were with me for the mini S&P, we saw an immediate breakdown below, shot back up, tested it, and then broke down below to go lower. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. Okay, anyways, back to what I was saying. Went back up, retested it. We did break above it a little bit here, but that wouldn't scare me just because we are below VWAP. So I'm just looking at it as a little retrace. Could have taken a short again on the retest there, but you know, the better entry for me is right on a break of it, especially since we showed such a strong rejection at this value area high up here. Yeah, beautiful technicals. Even for a Labor Day Monday, these technicals aligned perfectly. Got out of value really quickly, went back up, tested value, shot back down. So yeah, I mean, honestly, there's not much to talk about. It is Labor Day Monday, and the markets are still open technically. Oh, sun's finally coming out. How many people we got in the chat? You guys got any questions for me? Like I said before, I mainly just stick to the mini S&P and oil, but if you want to look up, I don't know, NQ, what else do people trade? I just stick to the mini S&P and crude oil. You guys got? nothing. Nobody in the chat. I see there's a couple of you in there. You don't want to talk? That's fine. But there is really not much for me to say. I see a lot of very slow movement today, of course. Like I said before, though, I am curious to see what this is. What happens here, at least, news-wise. Maybe I'll look it up. Let's see what happens. Of course, everybody on CNBC's freaking out. This S&P 500 chart just sent a screaming sell signal. Or is it like a 20 tick move, 20-point move? No big deal whatsoever. Didn't really say why. I don't know. Either way, it still played out very nicely with how we trade in my live trading room. If you guys aren't in my trading room, join. Trade live every single day. Took today off, obviously, which is why I'm doing this live session. Yeah, unless you guys have any questions, probably close it off here. All right, guys. I'm gonna close this off. Hopefully you found it helpful. Just a quick little recap of what was happening today, Labor Day. Still saw some good moves, although we did stay out of the markets today. There really was no reason to take any trades today. But if you did trade today, hopefully you made money. I will start back again live tomorrow. So if you're in my chat room or my trading room, I'll start trading with you again at 9 a.m. Crude oil open. And we'll go over, talk about crude oil trades. Hopefully it lines up as nicely as it did today. And then we'll obviously trade the mini S&P as well. See, crude oil has been a little choppy lately. Usually I like trading it over, although on Friday we did see a really nice move. I usually like trading this more than the mini S&P, but lately it's been a little choppy, especially around the value areas. Once it breaks out, it kind of likes to retest and then shop around for a bit. So, I've kind of been trading a little bit less than I normally do. A lot of the time I'll take maybe 3 or 4 crude oil trades a week. But yeah, it's been a little choppy. Hopefully it picks back up in September. We'll see. But yeah, okay. All right, so we'll close it out here. I'll be back again tomorrow. Actually, I have someone visiting tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm going to do a live session, but if I do, it'll be on here. Otherwise, I'll see you in my trading room.